I used to stare up at the open sky, wondering how it feels to rise. I wanted wings without the ground, wanted lift without the sound of my feet, learning how to land, how to trust where I stand. But dreams don't start above the floor, they start with learning how to stand once more. You don't wake up knowing how to soar, you don't skip what came before. Every height is earned below, that's something no one tells you. If you wanna learn how to fly someday, you have to stand up first. You have to walk through doubt and rain, run until it hurts. You climb, you fall, you find your pace, you dance with fear, you learn its shape. There's no way to skip the ground before you fly. You learn now. I've seen people chase the sky, hate the steps that pass them by, call the waiting wasted time, call the slow work a sign. But muscles grow by being used, balance comes from being bruised. Every lesson lives in motion, not in wishing or devotion. You don't rise by closing your eyes, you rise by trying every time the air responds. When you're prepared, not before. If you wanna learn how to fly someday, you have to move your feet. Step by step you build the way from ground to sky beneath. You walk, you run, you climb, you sway, you learn to move in your own way. There's no shortcut to the clouds before you fly. You live it out. Standing teaches you where you are. Walking teaches you how far. Walking teaches you how far. Running shows you what you're made of. Climbing shows you what you love. Dancing teaches you to feel alive. And one day all of that teaches you how to fly. If you wanna learn how to fly one day, honor every step below. The ground is not your enemy, it's the reason you'll grow. Every moment plays its part, every movement shapes the heart. You don't rise by skipping ground, you fly because you learned it all. Stand, walk, run, climb, dance. And when the time is right, you won't need to force the sky. You'll already know how to fly. How to fly. I've learned to open up my hands, let people in, let them stand close. I've shared my hopes, I've shared my plans, believed in words they spoke. Trust can lift you off the ground, it can teach your heart to try. But I've seen promises fade out like stars before the sky. Faith in others keeps me kind, keeps the world alive. But there's a truth I had to find, one that holds when things divide. Believe in people, let them be, let them walk their truth freely. But when it comes to choosing who I'll be, I believe in me. I can listen, I can learn, I can let bridges burn or turn. I trust the world, but in the end, I believe in me 100 times more. support turn into doubt. Seen silence where I heard applause. I've seen opinions change their sound when things don't follow laws. Still I don't regret my trust, it made me who I am. But when the ground gives way beneath my feet, must choose to stand. Advice can point me down a road, hands can help me rise, but walking forward in the dark is something I decide. Believe in people, give them room, give them space to change their view. But when the night comes closing in, I believe in me. I hear the noise, I weigh the words, but I choose what truth I serve. I trust the world, but in the end I believe in me 100 times more. Not because I know it all, not because I never fall, but because I'm the one who stays when everyone else walks away. My belief won't always shine, but it won't leave me behind. Believe in people, let them try, let them fail, let them rise when the choice is mine to make. I believe in me. I can respect another's view, still stay honest, still stay true. I trust the world, but in the end I believe in me 100 times more. Trust makes us human, belief makes us move, and the strongest faith I hold is the one that keeps me standing in myself. You said life doesn't work that way, like that was wisdom you earned, like hope was something naive that you outgrew and burned. You called it being realistic, I called it closing the door. Every time you said that's impossible, you asked for nothing more. You weren't cursed by the world, you were loyal to that belief. If you believe life will bend for you, it won't, that's true. Not because the world is cruel, but because that's what you choose. You don't lose control by accident, you give it away. Every time you decide in advance that it won't go your way, you wait for proof before trying, for guarantees before hope. But life doesn't hand out futures to people who never vote. You said, I don't expect much, like that made you wise, but expectations shape direction even when they're disguised. Like ends is the question you keep asking inside. If you believe life will move for you, it learns how to stay still. Not because you weren't capable, but because you never will. You know there'll be times you're unlucky, or because it's unfair. You fail the moment you decide not to care. Belief becomes direction. Belief becomes direction. Two people stand at the same start, same fear, same chance. One says life never works out, one dares to enhance. Both will be proven right. That's the strangest part, because the world mirrors that, the stance of your heart. Reality doesn't argue, it responds. If you believe life won't open up, it quietly agrees. If you believe it's still possible, it tests your honesty. You don't get what you wish for, you get what you stand for, and every thought you keep repeating. Light still light you're in. You don't predict the future, you invite it. With every word you say and every limit you accept, life isn't against you, it's waiting to see what kind of person you decide to be. I see it now, I choose. If you believe life will change for you, it won't, that's the love, that's the love. Not fate, not love, bad punishment, just cause I'm fine. But if you believe your real still matters and you move that way, life doesn't resist you, it follows your lead. Life is refusing you, you refused it first. I've been pushed down into the ground, heard my name spoken without a sound. Every step felt heavy and slow, like nothing I did would ever show. They walked past what I was growing to hear, called it weak, called it unclear. But underground where no one sees, something was learning how to breathe. Pressure doesn't end the seed, it teaches it what it needs. What looks like nothing from above is learning how to rise. Step on me, strike me down, I'll still be standing, still be found. As long as I keep working through this effort, won't be lost or used, no matter how hard the ground may be. If I keep going patiently, everything I plan with care will bloom someday, I swear. I've seen seasons change too fast, moments where the pain would last. I questioned if it made sense at all to keep on rising after every fall. But roots don't ask how long it takes, they grow because that's the choice they make. Silent days still count as time, and every try draws a line. Growth doesn't answer right away, it listens to the ones who stay. Effort speaks in quiet ways, but it never fades. Crush my hope, test my will, I'll keep my hands in the soil still. I don't need proof, I don't need praise, I trust the work of every day. If I give my all and don't retreat, if I choose effort over defeat, what I'm building deep inside will rise one day, right on time. Nothing strong grows overnight, nothing real avoids the fight. Every blow that tried to break only taught me how to stay. They won't see it till it's tall, till it stands above it all. But I'll know where it began, in the dirt by my own hands. Trample me down my way, I'll keep returning day by day. As long as effort fills my ground, this work will turn around. I don't rush, I don't pretend, I trust the road I'm walking in. Everything I plan with care will bear its fruit, I'll be there. What's buried isn't gone, what's quiet isn't weak. If you keep working where you stand, one day you'll hold the fruit of everything you refuse to quit. You refuse to quit. rather read tomorrow like it owed me an answer. Every step I hadn't taken yet made me feel like a failure. I wanted lines, not fragments. I'm that before the road. Didn't know the picture only forms when you look back and know the future stays quiet. No matter how hard you stay, you can't connect the dots ahead. They don't line up that way. You only see the meaning when yesterday's in place. So what, even when it's unclear, just what you can't see out. You don't build the story forward, the dots connect in retrospect. I called detours mistakes, calling waiting, being lost. Didn't know every wrong direction was teaching me the cost. I thought every pause is failure, every break a waste of time. Didn't know the dots were forming just outside my sight. Nothing ever feels important while it's happening. You can't connect the dots ahead, no matter how you try. When meaning hides in hindsight, not the anxious why. So trust the step you're taking, even if it makes no sense. Every moment finds its place when you look back again. Not now, but later. Some days feel unnecessary, like they won't leave a mark. But even silence shapes a path between the dark. Every choice, every failure, every hour you stayed is waiting for its moment to explain. You don't need to understand, you need to continue. You can't connect the dots ahead, that's not your role. Your job is to keep moving with trust in what you don't control. Believe the line will make sense. Only this is a river, yes. The picture only appears when the dots connect. Pages ain't knowing the outcome, it's just a emerging sign that something bigger is working through this life of mine. If I could see the ending now, I wanted me to grow. So I keep placing gods and let tomorrow show. Still walking, still trusting. You can't connect the dots ahead, but you can believe they will. That someday every moment will stand perfectly still. So take this step without answers. Take this leap with respect, because one day you'll look back and say, now I see how it all connected. Not yet, but someday. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Bell rings loud, we hit the streets, dust on our shoes, fire in our speech. No map, no clue where we were going, just big dumb dreams and hearts wide open, late again, laughing it off, saying one day like it's close enough. We didn't need to be the best, we just needed someone who ran as fast. Every doubt I ever felt got quieter when you yelled. We ran together side by side, same scars, same hope, different strides. When I was weak, you pulled me through. When you fell back, I ran for you. We ran together, young and wild, chasing dreams like fearless kids. If I'm strong now, it's no surprise I learned it running by your side. Under broken lights, we fought, we made up, we pushed too far, but never once walked away from the start. Teacher said, grow up someday. We said, watch us, just not your way. We weren't perfect, we were real. Every fall taught us how to feel. If the world felt cold and mean, we had each other in between. We ran together side by side, same scars, same hope, different strides. When I was weak, you pulled me through. Dreams like fearless kids. If I'm strong now, it's no surprise. No trophies, no guarantees, just scraped up knees and broken sleep. But every mile we barely survived turned into the strength we carry for life. Even if our road splits someday soon, I'll hear your voice when I push through. We ran together, not alone. Every step built something strong. The world can change, the days can fly, but this part of me will never die. We ran together, this I swear. No matter where we are from here, if I ever make it, if I stand tall, it's because once we ran through it all. Same sun, new lives ahead, but the fire we shared is in my chest. Yeah, whatever comes next for me, I'll always know. We ran together. I held on to the hurt so tight, like it proved I had been wrong. Every word replayed at night, like staying mad made me strong. I thought revenge was power, thought silence was control, but all the weight inside my chest was slowly stealing soul. Pain can make you louder, but it doesn't make you strong. The weakest heart won't let things go, it hides behind the blame, but strength is choosing mercy when you could feel the flame. Forgiving isn't losing, it's rising up above. It's proof you're bigger than the wound, stronger than the hurt you hold. I said they don't deserve it, like I was guarding pride, but every grudge I carried kept me locked inside. You don't protect your dignity by staying cold and hard. You protect it by deciding you won't be what they are. Holding on feels powerful, but it keeps you small. The weakest heart won't let things go, it needs someone to blame, but strength can face the damage and walk away the same. Forgiving isn't forgetting or saying it was right, it's saying this won't own me and stepping into light. Anyone can stay angry, anyone can shout, but it takes a deeper courage to let the poison out. You don't free the other person when you choose to forgive. You free yourself from carrying what they did. Strength isn't hardness, it's freedom. The weakest heart won't let things go, it clings to every scar, but strength decides the past won't be the limit of who you are. Forget is a statement, not of what they've done, but of who you choose to be when the damage is done. You don't prove you're strong by how long you hold the pain, you prove it by the moment you choose to break the chain. Anger builds a prison, forgiveness builds a door, and walking through it quietly is strength at its core, not weakness. I can rise. Morning light hits the city, another day begins. I laced up my doubts, but I'm stopping in. There were times I almost gave it all away, but then I heard your voice say stay. When my confidence was breaking, when I couldn't see the end, you didn't fix the world for me, you just stood there as my friend. I'm so glad you were there, right by my side. Then the road got heavy and the nights were long and wide. Yeah, I might have made it, but not the same way. I'm stronger now because you stayed. I'm so glad you were there through it all. When I felt too small, you helped me stand tall. This life's moving forward, I'm not scared, 'cause I know one thing for sure, I'm glad you were there. Different days, different dreams, but the same old run. Laughing through the pressure, counting down the sun. You didn't have the answers, we just tried again. Turned all our what ifs, and so let's begin. When I lost my rhythm, when I doubted who I was, you reminded me of everything I was becoming, just because. I'm so glad you were there, right by my side. When the road got heavy and the nights were long and wide. Yeah, I might have made it, but not the same way. I'm stronger now because you stayed. I'm so glad you were there through it all. When I felt too small, you helped me stand tall. This life's moving forward, I'm not scared, 'cause I know one thing for sure, I'm glad you were there. You never pushed, you never pulled, you just believed when I couldn't. Somehow there was more than enough, that quiet kind of love. If I'm brave now, if I dare, it's 'cause I earned it standing there. With you, I'm so glad you were there. Every step, every mile, every tired morning, every reckless smile. This dream's still running, we're not done yet. But I won't forget, I'm so glad you were there. Hear me say, no matter where life takes us someday, if I make it anywhere, I say it's 'cause at the start you were there. Sun's up high, road ahead. Whatever comes, I'm not alone. Yeah, I'm glad you were there, and I hope you know. And I hope you know, and I hope you know, and I hope you know, and I hope you used to measure every room, who was higher, who was small, who had more and who had less, who would rise and who would fall. I wore pride like armor, or envy like a chain. Either way I stood alone, in a quiet kind of pain. Up or down, I chose a side and lost the space between. When I stand on the same ground, no higher, no below, life feels lighter somehow, easier to let go. Not above, not beneath, just human, just real. When I stop comparing heights, I remember how to feel. I've seen the weight of arrogance, I felt the pull of shame. Both are just reflections of play in the same game. One says I am greater, one says I am less, but both are trapped in the same small contest. Superiority and fear wear different clothes. When I stand on the same ground with nothing left to prove, no one has to shrink, no one has to move. Not above, not beneath, no throne, no chain. When we meet at eye level, we breathe the same. Equal in being. You don't have to rise above to know your worth, and you don't have to kneel to let someone shine. Respect doesn't require a ladder or a crown. It only asks that we stand on common ground. Comparison builds distance, humility builds space. When I stand on the same ground, walls begin to fall. It's easier to forgive, easier to call. Not above, not beneath, just two lives side by side. When ego steps aside, connection finds its stride. The moment I stopped ranking who is more or less, I felt the quiet freedom of simple respect. No pedestal to climb, no shadow to escape, just hands that meet at equal height without the need to shape. No throne, no cage. When I stand on the same ground, the world feels wide. No one has to prove their light, no one has to hide. Not above, not beneath, that's where peace is found. Life becomes much easier on common ground. Same sky, same breath, same Same sunrise, different mornings now. Lockers turn to office doors somehow. Coffee cups instead of late night talks. Dress shoes we used to walk. We said someday like it was far away. Now someday's here and it's called today. You've got your tie, I've got my train. Different routes, the same old flame. We're moving fast, learning as we go. Still chasing dreams we don't outgrow. We're still running, just in different lanes. Same heart, same fire, different names. If I get lost in the pressure and noise, I remember who I was with you. Still running and we didn't stop. Growing up doesn't mean giving up. We might be older, but the dream's alive. We're still running, side by side inside. Side by side inside. Morning trains and crowded streets, trying hard to stand on our own feet. Some days hit harder than we thought they would. Being grown up isn't always good, but every message you're doing okay feels like running together again. We don't mean like we used to do, but every try still connects me to you. If the pace feels heavy, the nights feel long, I hear our laughter pushing me on. We're still running, just in different lanes. Same heart, same fire, different names. If I get lost in the pressure and noise, I remember who I was with It just learned how to breathe in a grown-up skin. We're still running into brand new days, still learning who we are on the way. Even if the world moves faster than we can, we're doing our best, and that's enough to stand. Still running, hearts open wide, different roads but the same inside. From the classrooms to the city lights, we're still running. Oh, 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 we're still running. And the future's bright, same sunrise, no reasons why we didn't lose. We just learned to try. Still running. This is just the start. They always ask the same old thing. What's the secret? What's the way? How do you make a dream come true? Tell me what to say. They wait for some magic formula, some shortcut wrapped in gold. Like success is something given to the lucky or the bold. They want the map before the step, the ending before the start. You wanna know the secret? Try it yourself. Don't wait for perfect timing or someone else. Dreams don't answer questions, they answer hands that move. You don't learn it by listening, you learn it when you do. I didn't have a blueprint, didn't have a sign, just a restless kind of feeling saying, this is mine. I failed more times than I can count, felt foolish more than proud. But every time I tried again, the silence got less loud. Advice can point a direction, but it can't move your feet. You wanna know the secret? There isn't one. It's waking up and choosing to begin. You don't need permission, you don't need proof. The only thing that makes it real is what you choose to do. Less asking, more doing. I've seen people study greatness and the lies that we lose, but dreams don't live in theories, they live in those who move. You can read about the ocean or stand there on the shore, but you won't know how deep it is until you swim for more. No one else can walk the step meant for you. You wanna know the secret? Try it yourself. No mentor, no savior can do it for you. Dreams don't reward the curious, they reward the brave. The moment you stop asking how is when you pave the way. Success isn't hidden, it's not locked away. It's built in the hours you choose to stay. It's sweating doubt and showing up alone. It's deciding your dream is worth the unknown. Start small, start scared. Start small, start scared. You wanna know the secret? Here it is. It's not a trick, it's a risk. It's standing at the edge and stepping through. The only way to make it real is you. Stop asking how, start. Stop asking how, start. Stop asking how, start. Stop. Stop asking how. Start. Start. Stop asking how. Start. 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 Stop asking how. Start. Stop asking how. Stop asking how. Start. Stop asking how. Start. Stop asking how. Stop always ask the same old thing. They always ask the same old thing. Success isn't hidden, it's not locked away. It's built in the hours you choose to stay. It's sweating out and showing up alone. It's deciding your dream is worth the unknown. Stay small, start scared. You wanna know the secret? Here it is, it's not a take, it's risk. It's standing at the edge and stepping through. The only way to make it real is you. Stop asking how. Stop asking how. Stop asking how. Start. Sun's coming up, laces on tight. Same old streets, brand new light. Laughing loud, talking dreams, chasing things we've never seen. We don't know where the finish lies, but we know how to run together side by side. Some days I'm fast, some days you lead. When one falls back, the other believes. No one's winning if we stop, so we keep going, never drop. We're running side by side, chasing after something big. Trading doubts for louder hopes. Yeah, we're all in this. If I slow down, you pull me through. If you lose faith, I'll run for you. Side by side, hearts aligned, same dream, different strides. As long as we're still moving on, we can't be wrong. Morning wind on our faces, different stories, same damn races. We compete, yeah, we push hard, but we cheer louder. One goes far, every mile is written in sweat and laughs. Building the future, we're dreaming past. Let the world say take it slow. They don't feel this fire, we know. We don't need the answers now. We've got each other, that's enough somehow. We're running side by side, chasing after something big. Trading doubts for louder hopes. Yeah, we're all in this. If I slow down, you pull me through. If you lose faith, I'll run for you. Side by side, hearts aligned, same dream, different strides. As long as we're still moving on, we can't be wrong. You make me faster, I make you brave. We raise the bar every day. No jealousy, no looking back. Your win's my win, that's a fact. Someday we'll stand where the lights are bright and say, remember those early mornings. We're running side by side, yeah, we're not alone. Every step we take is carving stone. Dreams don't work unless we do, and I run harder standing next to you. Side by side, eyes on the sky. Today we chase, tomorrow we fly. As long as we don't quit this run, the dream's already begun. Same road, same fire, different pace. Friends like this don't lose the race. Side by side into the sun, we're just getting started. The best is yet to come. I look at old photographs of who I'm meant to be. Dreams I packed away somewhere between later and maybe. I thought the clock was laughing every year I let it slide. Like chances only belong to the fearless and the young inside. But time never closed the door, I just stopped knocking. It's not too late to turn the page, to start again. At any age, the mirror doesn't set the rule, the calendar can't decide. If you still feel the fire, it's not too late to try. I've seen people chase new roads with silver in their hair, and people half my age too scared to even dare. Dreams don't check your birthday before they call your name. They only ask one question: are you willing to change? Regret grows in stillness, not emotion. It's not too late to risk the fall, to take the step, to lose it all. What's too late is never trying. What's too late is fear. If you can still imagine it, your time is here. Now is enough. You're not behind the story, you're still inside the book, and every chapter waiting is closer than it looks. Becoming isn't instant, it doesn't come on cue, but every day you choose to move, you become more you. Age is a number, courage is a choice. It's not too late to redefine, to redraw lines, to realign. The person you once dreamed about isn't lost in time. They're waiting on your decision to make them real in life. You don't owe the past your future, you don't owe regret your name. You owe yourself the honesty to step back in the flame. The clock isn't your enemy, it's simply counting breath. As long as you are breathing, nothing's finished yet. Still here, still possible. It's not too late. Say it loud. It's not too late right now. Not for the dream you buried, not for the voice inside. If you wake up wanting more, it's not too late to rise. The only thing too late is the day you stop believing. I don't spend my nights rewinding scenes, old mistakes, old versions of me. The past is quiet, it said its part. It doesn't tell me where to start. Instead I close my eyes and see a future face looking back at me. Older eyes, a steady flame, asking me to earn that name. Not what went wrong, not what I said, but what will I be proud of then? That question cuts the noise away and points me to today. I look 20 years ahead of now, at who I'm becoming, how I don't chase regret or rewind time. I choose the steps that draw the line. I ask tomorrow what it needs, then I act on that belief. I don't live looking back, I move ahead, building the life I'll recognize. That future self doesn't ask for fear, doesn't need excuses here. Just honest work, just choices made. When the easier road said wait. I don't need to be perfect now, I just need to show up somehow. Every small decision I defend is a message I send to them. I'll let the long view shape my days, let patience guide my pace. If it matters in 20 years, it matters now. I look 20 years ahead and now, let that vision pull me forward. Not by luck, not by chance, but by choosing to act. I do today what tomorrow will think. I build with effort, brick by brick. I don't wait to feel ready inside, I move in the direction I want to better place. Look back at this ordinary day. I won't remember every fear I had, but I'll remember that I stayed, that I chose growth over comfort slide, that I kept the long view in mind, that I lived forward, not behind, one decision at a time. I look 20 years ahead of now, and let that guide what I do. The past can't build what's still to come, but my actions can. I don't rush, I don't rewind, I invest this moment in my life. I live today with tomorrow in sight, becoming the person I already see. The future isn't waiting to be found, it's being shaped right now. I don't look back to understand, I look ahead and move my hands. I kept checking on the limits before I made a move. Measured every weakness, like that was something I had to prove. I tried to calculate the ending before I touched the start, like courage needed evidence before it played its part. The dreams don't ask for numbers, they asked for fire. It's not about what you can do, not yet, not now. It's about the voice inside that says somehow. All it takes is wanting, strong enough to begin. Ability comes later, but desire pulls you in. No one starts as ready, no one starts as strong. Every master you admire once got it all wrong. They didn't wait for confidence, they didn't wait for skill. We moved because they wanted and kept moving still. You don't build belief first, you build it while you try. It's not about predicting if you'll win or lose, it's about deciding you refuse to refuse. All it takes is wanting, even scared, even small. The will to step forward is greater than it all. Want it? Move. Yeah, yeah. You move. You can study every failure, you can doubt until you're sure, but certainty never built anything secure. Talent sleeps in comfort, skill waits on the shelf, but wanting wakes the body and drags you from yourself. If you want it deeply, you'll grow into it. It's not about your current shape or how far you can see, it's about the hunger that says this matters to me. All it takes is wanting, don't let that slip, don't let that slip. The future only opens for those who grip. You don't ask, am I capable? You ask, do I care? Because caring is the engine that takes you there. Skills are built in motion, confidence in pain, but wanting is the spark that lights the flame. Still unsure, still wanting. It's not about being ready, it's not about being sure. It's about choosing forward and closing the back door. Do I want it? I've seen people fall along your way, dreams laid down, hopes delayed. I've seen faces lose their light, give up halfway through the night. It shook me more than I'd admit, made me wonder what I'm built with. But watching them didn't break my will, it showed me something real. I learned that loss has many forms. Some walk away, some stay and mourn. But defeat isn't what you see, it's what you choose to be. I may witness many defeats, see dreams fall at my feet, but I refuse to let defeat decide who I will be. I'm not defined by what goes wrong, I'm defined by how I move on. Watching others fall has shown me truth. I am not defeated as long as I stand back up. I've seen strength fade in tired eyes, heard silence where belief once lived. I've seen what happens when the heart stops trying to forgive itself. But every story I walk past leaves a lesson in its path. What I can lose and still remain, what I can carry through the pain. Failure teaches without a sound, it waits for those to stay around. If I'm willing to look and learn, I find the fire I can return. I may witness many defeats, moments where the strong retreat, but I won't call myself defeated just because I bleed. I know not what I'm made to do, I know what I can rise back through. Seeing loss has shown me proof. I am not defeated if I choose to move. You don't learn resilience from the win, you learn it watching how others end. You see the cost of giving in, and you swear you won't forget. Every fallen dream I've seen has taught me where my ground still is. I know who I am when things collapse, I know how to come back. I may witness many defeats, watch hope break in front of me, but I will never let defeat take the rest of me. I know what I can stand up from, I know what I can overcome, because I've seen what happens when you quit. And I choose to rise, I choose to live. Defeat is something you observe, not something you deserve. And now I know, no matter how hard I fall, I know how to get up again. Yeah, 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 yeah. La, la. Yeah, 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 yo, yeah. I used to think the road was wrong every time it bent, like every closed door meant that I was not meant. I took resistance personal, took delay as proof that maybe I wasn't built for what I wanted to pursue. But nothing worth the climb comes without the weight. That's just the way it goes. Not every step will seen people quit too soon because it wasn't fair. They thought success meant easy. They thought struggle meant don't go there. But storms don't cancel journeys. They test how long you'll stay. And those who build their future expect some loss along the way. Disappointment isn't failure. It's part of the design. That's just the way it goes. Some days you lose your ground. Some days you doubt the dream. Some days you feel shut down. But the ones who win eventually never thought it'd be clean. They pack resilience first before they packed the dream. Expect resistance. Keep moving. Expect resistance. Keep moving. Success isn't for optimists who think it'll be light. It's for the ones who know it'll be a fight. They don't panic at the setback. They don't call it fate. They say this is part of it and adjust their weight. Preparation isn't skill, it's mindset. That's just the way it goes. It won't go as planned, but that was never reason to let go of your stand. The ones that reach the summit never thought it'd be fast. They just knew from the beginning the struggle would last. If you expect perfection, you'll quit at the first scar. But if you expect resistance, you won't fall apart. The road doesn't change for you. It tests if you'll remain. And those who make it through already counted on the pain. Not surprised, still steady. That's just the way it goes. Say it and breathe. It won't be smooth or straight, but that's what makes it real. The ones who win in the end didn't believe in luck. They believe in showing up when things got tough. It's not going wrong, it's just going. Yeah, no. Yeah, no, 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 no. Yeah. I used to think we all chase the same light, same dream, same finish line. But the more I looked, the more I saw no two paths ever match at all. Like fingerprints we carry inside, a quiet truth we don't divide. There's something only I can do, something shaped just like me and you. I stopped comparing, stopped the race, started listening to my own pace. That's when clarity finally came. I wasn't here by chance. We're each marked by a different purpose. No two callings look the same. Success begins when I discover what I love, what lights the flame. When I give it freely, serve and try. need to become someone else. I don't need a borrowed plan. My purpose knows my fingerprints, and it's been guiding me all along. You say you want it badly, you say it's all you need, but when the road gets heavy, you're quick to let it bleed. You ask if it's realistic, if timing feels right, but there's a deeper question you're scared to ask at night. If it vanished tomorrow, would you still breathe the same? Can you live without it? Be honest now. If it disappeared forever, would you just bow? If losing it feels lighter than chasing through the doubt, then maybe it was never what your heart was about. Dreams aren't proven by applause or how loud you declare. They're proven in the silence when no one else is there. You can walk away from it and sleep without regret. Maybe it was comfort, not a calling yet. Passion doesn't whisper, it refuses to die. Can you live without it? Ask it slow. If the answer breaks you, then you know. If the thought of letting go feels like losing air, then hold it tighter and dare. If you can't lose it, you found it. Real dreams don't negotiate, they don't fade politely. They burn in your chest, quiet but nightly. They survive rejection, they survive delay, because they're not a wish, they're the only way. It's not about success, it's about necessity. Can you live without it? If yes, then rest, but if no, then fight with everything in your chest. Not because it's easy, not because it's wise, but because without it, something inside dies. You don't chase what you can't replace, you chase what you can. You don't bleed for something you're willing to grant. The world won't hand you purpose, it waits for you to claim the dream you can't live without. Is the one you must name. No applause, no guarantee. Can you live without it? Answer true. If the thought of losing it unmakes you, then don't call it someday, don't call it when. If you can't live without it, begin. If it's optional, it's not the one. I kept staring at the skyline, waiting for a sign, for someone to invite me, for someone to say it's time. Oh, 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 oh. I thought the door would open if I just proved enough, but nothing ever changes for the ones who wait too long. Dreams aren't handed down, they're taken step by step. Don't wait for the will to move first. Don't wait for permission, break ground. If you want your vision real, you don't stand still. You build, no one's coming with a crown, no one's naming you, no one's laying out the road or telling you what to do. You don't get the life you picture by watching others try. You get it when you stand up and risk the first reply. Action is the language that the future understands. Don't wait for the light to turn, be the spark. Don't wait for the perfect team start. If the dream is burning loud, don't quiet it down. Step out, move first, then leave. But don't walk on too long. Find the ones who see the same horizon, blowing the same possibility. Don't need 1,000 voices, you just need a few who believe in what you see the way you do. Share fire grows stronger than silent hope. Build your circle carefully. Find gather, build, move, gather. I kept staring. I kept staring at the skyline. Move, gather, move, gather. Zone. I kept staring. I kept staring. Kept staring, I kept staring, I kept staring. Move, gather. I kept staring, build. I think we all carry a pattern inside, an unwritten rule for how we survive, a quiet equation we learn over years, balancing hopes against our fears. What to say, when not to try, when to stay, when to hide. We solve our days the safest way until something pulls us astray. And when we step outside the line, the ground beneath us starts to slide. Everyone has their own design, a formula for staying fine. But when you break from what you know, there's no telling how it goes. You might fall harder than before, find a door you've never seen. When you leave your safe routine, it's either loss or everything. Control confined, calling it peace of mind. But growth begins where logic bends, where comfort hesitates to defend. When certainty begins to shake, that's when history is made. Safety keeps the story small, risk is where the chapters close. Everyone has their own equation, a balance built for preservation. But step outside that steady ground and everything can turn around. You might fail in front of all or rise beyond imagined walls. The moment you defy the rule, you risk the fall or breakthrough. Or breakthrough. Failure and greatness share a door. They live on the other side of more. The same step that could break your name could set your whole life into flame. You can't predict which way it swings, but nothing changes if you don't risk. Maybe the formula was never wrong, it just wasn't meant to last this long. Maybe success and failure both are born from daring to grow. We all have lines we're told to keep, boundaries drawn so we can sleep. But step beyond the measured plan and you rewrite who you are. Yes, you might lose more than you gain, or gain more than you can explain. When you walk outside the known, you risk disaster or you're thrown. Hey! its limit, and every limit